World. Good morning. Ooh, I slept in a little bit today. Just chasing dreams, you know? There's something here, whoever I'm reading for today, there's an emphasis on the Maritimes. So even if you're not from the Maritimes, there's something here about family lineage, your family coming from places that are of the ocean or big bodies of water, but for me, I'm really seeing and hearing your people are of the ocean. So if I think about Grandmama, we are Maritimers. Grandmama, New Brunswick. And when I looked into our family lineage, it kind of shoots off in this one family direction, the Basque region. And so being of the water, you know, fishermen, the Basque were whalers. Where I grew up in the Northwest Territories, there was a lot of, I never saw whale hunting per se, but the shores were littered with the old whale bones. So they were a people who whaled. And I always saw the seals. Yeah, I don't think I ever saw the whales. Anyway, my point being, and then the song that I'm hearing this morning is that abracadabra, reach out and grab you song. Abracadabra. Abracadabra. I wish I was better with lyrics. Okay. So, oh, and then, yeah, and it was weird. When I first picked up this deck, so this deck really wants to come out, but like the Vikings, the runic people, again, very hardy, but man, were their boats. So then I was looking up, when I first moved into this place that I'm subletting, the room that I took over, this fellow, he had this beautiful hand-painted painting of the most gorgeous painting of Jesus I have ever seen. Let's just put it that way. And it's not ironic. And he got it at an art swap. So it was done by a young contemporary artist. Either way, I love this painting. And then right beside it was the New Brunswick flag, which is a huge ship with very much like kind of the UK lion above. And then a sticker with the Six of Pentacles. So I don't know, there's something here about where you come from, and I feel like if you're kind of in transition and you're kind of moving to your next thing, so like with me and kind of moving to subletting, I understand that I'm not meant to find a permanent spot right this second. I'm kind of doing, following the next crumb, so to speak. But as soon as I got in, I trusted it because I was like working with my spirit team, and I get these little cues to be like, you're in the right spot. Okay, well, let's call in those crowd favorites. Speaking of Grandmama, God, Jesus, Grandma, Buddha, archangels, all ascended masters, all of my benevolent ancestors, anyone that you're working and praying with, so long as it's not Debbie Devil, because nobody needs that shit right now. Oh, okay, Grandmama. Well, the initials NB could be important to you. Also, those are sneakers, New Balance. If you got a bad back and you need some cushy support, New Balance has done me right. And I walk a lot, and I destroy shoes very quickly. I just got a new pair of runners. Took all of 2 months to completely destroy the material on top. Like, it's very hard for me. So I am no way sponsored by New Balance, but man, NB. What else starts with NB? I don't know. NB. Okay, Grandmama, take the way here. the Hanged Man. Ooh, someone's a little ass over tea kettle right now. This guy's fallen. Oh, well, we did say abracadabra, reach out and grab you. Like, when you're ass over tea kettle falling, you do want someone to reach out and grab you. Perhaps you want your grandmama, living or past. Okay, so we have the Hanged Man. Grandmama, what's next? MP Emperor, look who's back out. Almost every reading. Swear to God, this guy just left, right, and center. Oh, thank you, Spirit. Oh, that was part of what I heard. I woke up at 3 this morning. I'm in that era of my life. I'm waking up between 3 and 4 to do the night pee. It's very new. I think I'm getting older. Here we go. So I was falling asleep to listening to someone go off on the body count of how many people have died this year alone on Everest. And so what I was being shown for you, collective, is that you're like the Emperor and the King of Swords way up in the mountains. Like, you are a force to be reckoned with, and you are like an Everest to people. They just want to conquer. They know the odds aren't good. It can't stop them. It doesn't matter how many dead bodies are littered on the mountain as they're, thinking they're going to be the one to do it. No. So you have a bit of a body count. Who gets... Oh, is this someone? No, this is supposed to be your energy, but it does seem like someone's fallen off the mountain. Ooh, who's fallen off the mountain? Abra, abracadabra. Abracadabra. There's something about going higher. There's something about, like, going up, going down. Lyrics. Not my strong suit. Okay, so we got the Hanged Man. We got the Emperor. You're like Everest. Okay, what card? What card has gone beside the Emperor? Page of Swords. Well, I think someone's doing their homework here, whether that be you or someone who's trying to get up that mountain. It's best to do a little research if you're going to do Everest. Okay. What is that buzzing noise outside? Unnecessary. All right, let's focus. What's going underneath the Hanged Man? Oh. Sorry, I saw an email that doesn't make any sense. So it threw me off for a sec. Maybe this is what throws you off this morning. An email is gonna, throw you off the ledge a little bit. Hang tight, hold fast. Okay, so what's going underneath the Emperor? The Devil. I was just thinking, as I was looking at the Emperor, I was getting real strong Capricorn vibes, not gonna lie. My little hooved friends, Capricorn. I was just on some Instagram person's, they're an astrologer, and they talk about different signs. And they were talking about Geminis and Capricorns going together. And that's also not the most common pairing. But then when I was thinking about it, I was thinking about actually how I have more Capricorns. I wouldn't think so, but actually when I was like scrolling through the Rolodex of people I have just loved and adored, Capricorn, and what I said in the comments of this astrologer is Capricorn, you're all business. You really can be. You can be all business, but hand to God, the thing that you're not known for, but you should be, Capricorn's funny as fuck. Oh, you're funny as fuck. You get me. You get me LOLing so hard. Some of the funniest people I know are Capricorns. You are not known for that. Because, yeah, you're making bank. You're being all business. You like to get right to the top of the mountain like a little billy goat. Okay. What's going underneath the Page of Swords? I feel very... Ooh, the world. See, and in this corner, you can't really tell, and my phone is just a year and a half ago. I decided to never zoom in again, really. But here's this little pissant army. This is you. Again, your magnitude. This is the word. Like when I say Everest, I mean it. You are like a big old mountain. You're larger than life. You're expansive. And people of all kinds, I feel like, see you as a challenge, something to conquer. Look at these idiots. Yeah. You are not about the conquering life. Not only can you not be conquered, but like, you gotta be really stupid. Like, hello. Like, really? Do you think that little handful of you is gonna have any effect on this? No. Okay, but let's go back to Debbie Devil for a second here. We're seeing someone, the shoreline, and see they're trying to get their fire started. Okay, I have to close this window. That so buzzing. And going back to like an email kind of throwing you, something I feel like is an irritation. Like not much can throw you, but there is something here. It's like a big fat fly or a mosquito. It's irritating. Okay. Okay. Now, when I also pulled this out, I was really feeling the Sweaty Bed Sheets card. If you're new to the channel, there's a card in here. It's the Four of Wands. It's a couple. The lady, the last, she's all wrapped up in what I call the sweaty bed sheet. It is a bed sheet, but I just like to add the sweat because it seems post-coitus interruptus. Oh, there's something here about Latin. The old ships. What's going on? Yeah, past. Family. Okay. Hanged Man to the Six of Cups. Ooh, victory. Could you be anything other than victorious? Probably not. Ooh, get your hands in the air like you just don't care. Ooh, can I get an amen? Amen. Ooh, yeah, exactly. I feel like if I were in this army, I'd be the tambourine guy. I'd get everyone jazzed. I don't want to fight because I can't even stub my toe without being completely taken out. I'm done with physical pain. But if you need a hype man, I'll be in the crowd, just being like, ain't nobody love me like Jesus, you know, just shaking up, you know, any kind of song. A little rumpa-pum-pum. Give me a drum, give me a megaphone, I'll hype everyone up. Ooh, the ants go marching. Yeah, anything. Okay. The Emperor to the Devil. And someone's going, shh, I don't like that. Oh, is there some secret planning? I feel like I got a Capricorn here. I do. Do I have a Capricorn in the crowd? That's of the sea. That's just out of this world. Ooh. And the deck that wants to be clarified is the Owl. So I feel like whoever I'm picking up on, again, it's like the exterior, you seem intense or like you're all business, but on the inside, you're this. You're that little guy. And owls always also look intense, but really, they're just little cutie patooties, and they have those little floofy pantalones. Yeah, I can't even take that serious. Okay, Page of Swords to the world. Oh, look at this, Celebration Station. Yes. What's interesting, okay, this isn't Sawilo, it's the rune that looks like Sawilo that I can never remember. It's not the one I work with the most. But I was seeing an S, but also in the way that Sawilo goes, with a W. But then the W getting turned over so it looks like an M. Yeah, because the EM, so someone could have the name M, like as in Emily, Emirate, but SW, also you could be from a southwestern region of wherever you come from. You might have the initials SW or SM. They're also showing me like SVM. But again, there's like these turning over. So then if you turn over the V, it kind of looks like Sam. Ooh, or Saw. Yeah, there's this like... Spirit really loves to play some word games with me. Okay, so let's clarify. Yeah, I feel like I got a Capricorn in the crowd here. You don't have to be. You don't have to be, but you could really embody those qualities. I'm actually thinking of a Capricorn that I met here many years ago. We worked at a kitchen together. His name was Sean, or his name is Sean. I believe he's still alive. Yeah, so some S names here. So Sean, Sam, we have the word saw. Okay, Grandmama. Let's clarify this, Hanged Man. What has you ass over tea kettle? The Four of Swords. Well, your energy right now is you're being forced. See, like, he was doing something else and he took a tumble. So this different perspective, unlike other Hanged Mans traditionally, this is like oopsie poopsie. Like you thought you knew where you were going and you hit a crevasse or something and now you're falling, and so you're able to see this different perspective because of that. Excuse me. I was seeing these swords as some of the quills falling out. So we see one escaping. So I feel like whatever this different perspective and oopsie poopsie having a bit of a tumble, it does put you into... This to me feels like a restful contemplation. Yeah, like after you've rolled down the mountain a little bit, you've rolled up to this log and you're like, ooh, you know what? This spot's perfect. Don't mind if I do. I'll just take a little, you know when you eat shit, you really fall, like especially in the winter, you eat shit, you fall on the ice, or you fall down the mountain, and you just kind of, you're a little bit chagrined. You're just like, oh, you know what? This spot's perfect. I don't want to get up right now, actually. I just want to have a sit and kind of recover my ego. Oh, recovering the ego. Well, you do have a different perspective, and this rest, you don't look stressy about it. Like, it does feel, oh my god, what did I say about the King of Swords and the Queen? You're up in the mountains. Even though you are of the mountains, since we're using this Everest, you aren't the mountain, even though people treat you like the mountain. So it still means that you can have a tumble on the mountain, even though it's your territory. Like, I'm sure goats, those goats that they run up and down those craggy little just hairline, and they're like licking the salt. I'm sure And they also seem to love to fight when they're on these little craggy creeks, you know, and just, they'll be headbutting. Yes. So you might have, I don't know, something tossed you on a craggy creek. I'm telling you, like you're up in the mountains doing something. I think that was a little bit humbling for you because you're showing up as the Emperor with Devi Devil. So Capricorn, I would say, I love you guys. You are stubborn. All of the earth signs are. You are heavy-footed creatures, stubborn like a bull, stubborn like a billy goat. Okay, the Emperor. Let's talk about it. Six of Pentacles. This is what I mean. You come off as really intense a little bit. All business, but like you love to care through the pentacles. Yeah, that is your love language. And I feel like you've been working really hard, as Capricorn loves to do, but I feel like it's not just for you though. You want to be able to share. Okay, so what are you learning though? We have, okay, tell me a little bit more. The Emperor to the Six of Pentacles. The Magician. Yeah, I really feel like you've been very intentional about building up whatever your career is or whatever gives you a strong foundation. It doesn't have to be career, but there's something here about your foundations. Excuse me. Allergies, we all know how it goes. And you want to create, again, it's not about just having an empire for the sake of an empire. I don't feel as though you want to like rule over people, but you do want to rule. You want to be in control of your conditions. It's what makes you feel safe, because again, you want to be way up in the mountains. Yeah, you want the foundation of a huge mountain. You want to feel like it's unshakable, unmovable. So I feel like you've been working very hard. And because we had the family line coming down, that could be part of it. You might feel responsible for people in your family or like back home. Ah, that could be it too. A lot of times we move for different reasons, but we still have a lot of family back home and we need to tend to them. And it tends to be financially. Okay. So let's get into this Page of Swords. Eight of Cups. You're learning how to leave? You might have some similar characteristics. You see the length of the sword? I feel like you might be like me, a tiny king or a tiny queen. Nothing wrong with that. All sizes, all bodies are good bodies, all sizes are good sizes. So you might just be a bit smaller, and people tend to underestimate you. You might also be younger, a young emperor. That's the thing. You might have this really big, oh, hey, that terrible sound stopped. Let's open up the window, sorry. Oh, there we go. Yeah, let's catch a breeze. Let's get it fresh. And like true misogyny, I'm sure you deal with people who feel like you don't know how to use your tool. You're too small for this. You're just fine. Don't even worry about it. You know exactly how to use your sword. It's not too big. You're not too small. Okay, but I do feel as though you're trying to figure out a way to leave. To leave where? What is it? Is it a person, place, or a thing? This could be work-related, it could be a relationship, it could be a location. Where The Seven of Pentacles. You might just be required to go back home. Because the next card is the Six of Pentacles, and we're seeing, again, family. Seven of Pentacles, and he's past facing. It's also time. Time put in. Okay, can I know a little bit more about this Page of Swords to the Eight of Cups to the Seven of Pentacles? Two. Okay, so it's the Seven of Pentacles to the Seven of Swords to the Fool. Oh, but look how many swords he's carrying. It's four. And I talked about you taking that tumble. Oh, are you thinking about going home? A new beginning at home. There's something here about family, or like where your roots are. Interesting. But going back to the seven can be about dishonesty, but it can also be about reticence, the things that we're not willing to speak of yet. I don't know, but in this one, the emphasis is him flying away with four swords. We see you with the four swords. Yeah, I really feel like you're leaving some type of circumstance. And there's something here about rest. Okay, so let's talk about the Six of Pentacles. Or no, sorry, the Six of Cups. This one's the Six of Cups. Oh, the Page of Pentacles. Well, there's a young person here. And I was thinking that with the Fool. Did someone have a baby in your family that you want to go help with? Like it's a twofold, like you've been having a bit of a rough time, you need a vacay, and then there's stuff going on back home. Maybe with a new baby. It could just be an offer to come home. Tell me more. What is the Page of Pentacles to the Eight of Wands? The Tower. Oh. Yeah, you have to make a decision. This could be about your family line. Your mom, your grandmom. I'm telling you, there's something about this person that I feel like could resemble you, or resemble someone you know. Okay, so what's the Devil then? Knight of Pentacles. Okay. Oh, now that noise is back. Okay, it stopped. The Devil to the Knight of Pentacles to the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like you're going home, maybe around a mum. The Empress to the Queen of Pentacles, this is giving either mum or grandmama. And I don't know if it's just cold. What's your relationship to this person? Like, how do you feel about this person? Whether it's your mom, the Lovers. Okay, so you really love this person. Okay. Okay. Well, the Devil, like I said, right, ruling Capricorn, but we're seeing all the pentacles. So I don't see this as a bad devil. I just see it as like your language is the pentacles. You show up in this very earthy, stable, concrete way. And like I said, we already saw within you, even though there's this kind of, again, cooler exterior that presents first, you're so tender though. And again, your love language, it's rooted and grounded in very earthly things. It's how you like to take care of people, is making sure that they have their needs met through the material. Okay, so now we have the world here. The world. Okay, so in this world, we do see the moon and the sun. And the three cards that literally flipped out were the Knight of Cups to the Sun, but to the Ten of Swords. I feel like this person is experiencing some health problems. Like, I feel like why the Tower is coming out is like, it's gonna be one of those phone calls where it's like, mom's sick or so-and-so sick. And it seems pretty serious, because it probably is very serious. And what I'm seeing though is that there's a rallying. Your mom is probably also, or whoever this person is, I'm just gonna say it's your mom, but put whoever fits that role. I feel as though they have the same kind of magnitude as you, very hardy. So I feel like there's a bit of rallying. And I feel like initially it's looking really good. And then there's a bit of a turn. But in this one though, he's not deadsies. And that's where I'm guessing this victory. But someone is rocking the veil, I would say. They're really in between the moon and the sun. The world does represent endings and beginnings. Tell me about the Six of Wands. The Three of Swords. Tell me more. What is the Six of Wands to the Three of Swords? The King of Cups. There's something here about, while on one hand, something is like this, on the other hand, it's like this. We're seeing this polarity of like the World card being represented by like Knight of Cups to the Sun, but then to the Ten of Swords. Then we have this really victorious, triumphant card that's then clarified by the Three of Swords, the King of Cups. Oh, is it triumphant that you heal a broken heart? I also feel like I'm not allowed, like the energy is a little bit all over the place. Like we saw some distractions, and I feel like, yeah, there's these two really interesting, we're using two very different decks, right? But the energy is the same. Like one's really intense, one is lighter, but also has intensity. That's the second big moving truck that I've seen. Yeah, I feel like there is a relocation or moving back home, even if just for a second. Tell me more about, like, what is the Three of Swords? The Ten of Wands. Okay. Well, there's some type of burden. Maybe it's because the prognosis was not good, so everyone was in the Three of Swords. You know, it was looking good, and then it didn't look good, but then it does turn around. Because we then see the Two of Wands to the Three of Cups, Celebration Station. It's like family, cornucopia. Okay. We'll do some more clarifying in a sec. Okay, so Two of Wands. Interesting. It's the Moon to the Five of Swords. And see, and this guy is left with the Three of Swords that we just saw beside him. Yeah, the energy is very busy, but that would make sense in how it goes when a major family member gets sick. It brings out a lot of family dynamics, and especially, like, I don't know where you're from in the world, but like in the Maritimes especially, like the French, as well as the more Irish, Scottish ways of the Maritimes that we have out here, but it's very family based. So there's like a lot of family members. Like, you know, my grandma's family definitely, like, if you weren't having between 8 and 12 kids, what were you doing, you know? Yeah. So I feel like there's a lot of family dynamics on here that I think you're negotiating. But you're planning something quietly, and maybe with just a few close pals. But there is some like mental. Okay, so what is the Moon to the Five of Swords? The Hermit. Well, I believe this rune symbol is Rado, which I believe is denoted by the horse. So it's a lot about movement. I don't love the Moon to the Five of Swords with this particular hermit either. Snuggy or not, this person has the eyes of a shit disturber. Okay, so who is this person? Is this your energy collective or is this someone else? Who is the energy of this hermit to the five? Actually, let's go back to this one. Who is this Moon, Five of Swords hermit energy? Judgment. All past facing. Okay, is this collective or is this family? I need something definitive here. Give me like a King of Swords or something if it's collective. Who is this? Justice. Ooh, Justice to Judgment, eh? With the Hermit. We do have this wolf kind of chomping on the bit. I don't know. Yeah, there's a lot going on here. Okay, but what we know the Two of Wands is planning. He is already being very sneaky. Well, not sneaky, but I feel like it's kind of like a Dear Diary moment, you know? Like, this is when you go back up to your room after all the family business and, like, you close the door and you start to, like, do stuff privately. Yeah, because under the moon is always, like, things hidden, but to me it's always, like, the full moon illuminates. We talk about the sun illuminating, but traditionally on a full moon, it illuminates the things that are normally concealed. So, well, there could be some type of past, because this is also major arcana, so I could see this being your energy. But it's like there's some kind of past energy here, because the Five of Swords owl is past facing, as is the Hermit. And I feel like you're making a judgment call because he's with the Three of Swords, and we saw the Three of Swords beside it. I feel like you're once again sitting and going over this energy, but it has to do with your planning. I hope this all makes sense. So you've made a judgment call. There's a lot of decimation station. Oh, see, now it's pouring. Yeah, I'm really getting Isles. Isles as in like islands, like Scotland and Ireland and Canada's Maritimes. I'm feeling a really wet, salty ocean air day. And yeah, some family stuff. Okay, so what's the Three of Swords about? Okay, let's go back to the owl. I mean, sorry, the Three of Cups. What's the Three of Cups? Well, 3 cards. The King of Swords to the King of Pentacles to the Four of Cups. Ooh, this is a round case. So this is you. Like I said, King or Queen of Swords, Emperor. We already saw the Queen of Pentacles, so I feel like this is Papa. And I feel like part of this Three of Swords, like you must have some issues with your dad. And with your mom being sick, oh, I bet you there's some conflict in there. Perhaps your dad is the reason why you don't go home as much, or like, I don't know, there's something here about the dad. And I feel like you've made an overture, and that's part of what this planning is. Oh, yeah. Because you had to make a decision around your dad. Sometimes, like, when family stuff is really going, you have to make a decision of, like, is this the time or the place? Do I just need to, like... Sometimes it's a greater good for all kind of moment. So I feel like you've made an overture, and I feel like this is your dad. Or whoever this King of Pentacles is. Tell me about your relationship to the King of Pentacles. Page of Wands. See, I feel like that's you. You're a page. This is like, I think this is your dad. Yeah, I do think that's your dad. Okay, hold on. We have so many cards out. Let's put them back in. We have a pretty good idea of some things here. Okay. Okay. You come over here. You come over there. Wow. Yeah, she's really pouring. Okay. So, are you going to stay for a bit? Like, is it just like maybe a month or two that you go home? Or is it longer? I feel like you breeze in and you breeze out. Look at this. And I feel like that's Artemis. Oh my god, this is exactly how I was seeing. Okay, so where is also Sawilo on here? Because it's the sun. Sawilo. When I saw the SW. Okay, so here's... Oh, weird. It's on the chariot. This is exactly how I was seeing it. Okay, so here's Sawilo. Like that. And then when I was seeing, like, the M, but it getting turned over to be a W. Whoa, that's crazy. I have not had that happen like this. Like, all day yesterday when I was walking home before bedtime, I just kept seeing the Sawilo S, and then I kept seeing a W, but I kept wanting to, like, turn it. Or, like, they were showing me the S, but then adding another line, so it would look like this. That's crazy. Now, we are seeing that wolf, and I feel like Justice had that wolf, and I feel like you are Justice, so it's like, yeah, there's things hot on your... I feel like it's your family. Now I'm hearing the Florence and the Machine song, Dog Days Are Over. Yeah, run faster for your sisters and your daughters. I love that song. Dog Days Are Over. Okay, so you breeze in, you breeze out. Tell me about the current place that you live. Like where you're normally situated. How is that going for you? Well, it's where you make your money. It's where you've invested. But it seems to be like where you're making this money. Okay. Is there anything romantically going on that we need to know about? A Queen of Pentacles to a Queen of Swords. You might not. I feel like you might be single as a Pringle. You're focused on this relationship, which as we saw earlier, is your mom. Okay. For some reason, yeah, I was just gonna say, I'm like, out of all of the stuff in the reading, it's not giving love, but I kind of feel like after all of this, though, you gotta deal with this, and it's busy. It's family. Ugh. I do feel like you get back to where you normally are, and I feel like you have your wing. You're waiting for someone. You're waiting for someone to make it up Everest. Who completes it? Who isn't a ding-dong? Sirens. Uh-oh. Yeah, you're doing some healing right now. And we saw that with the broken heart. Like, I don't know what's gonna... If this is your mom and there's stuff around health, but either way, negotiating and navigating family illnesses or family deaths, it takes a toll. Okay. Let's put these cards back in. The runic really wants to be used for you. Okay, so Grandmama, is there anything else coming up for this person? Devi Devil. Okay, let's talk about it again. What's the about? The Page of Swords. Okay, so what does the devil represent in this one? Like, is it a person, a place, a thing? Is it a positive thing that you need to be quiet about? Because the Page of Swords is not only about like researching and learning, but it can be also like watching from afar in regards to a person, place, or a thing. And we have this shh, and with Page of Swords also being like a faraway watcher. So what is this in regards to? Oh, look who decided to show up to the party. Old Temptress Temperance. This is come hither. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, look where she's headed too. She's headed right up to the mountains. She's in the valley. What did I say about someone making it up into your mountains? Wow. Yeah, they want to make sure, they want to see if you notice. Or you're feeling this way about this person that you're watching. Wow, what a turn. And we're doing it right at the very end of the reading. How rude. Oh, back to this Four of Cups business. Well, maybe there is a King of Pentacles in your worlds that you've been romantically on and off with or something, because I feel like, I thought it was your dad, but because this kind of has a romantic connotation, but we're seeing the Four of Cups again, this is a very disinterested, this looks like a fuckboy. This looks like a man-child. This is giving yuck. Oh, but we have the Page. Now, yeah, this person is a Page. I don't feel like they can make it to the top of the mountain as a Page and with what they have. And also because they just appear to be very lazy. Lazy, disinterested, ennui. Like, nothing seems to satiate them. But this, the hands, like this is a power pose. This is someone who feels very confident in their disinterest. This is someone who really wants to be catered to. And like I said, is never going to be satisfied. Ugh. How do you feel about this person? Well, it's the Two of Pentacles. And Pentacles is usually about juggling, but here we don't see that. And also, again, back to feeling. You feel in Pentacles. We know you like to share. But see, again, going back to what traditionally the Two of Pentacles is, which is like juggling. It's like, you're like, oh, I gotta keep these balls in the air. But I feel like it's like, this person doesn't participate. Okay, Grandma. What do we need to know about this real quick? Because this reading's gotta end, it's long. Ten of Cups? What? Okay, well, I have to end it here because it's too long and the messages is like way all over the place. I don't know what your relationship to this person is. They seem like a fuckboy. I don't know. If that's your cup of tea, go for it. But we do see a Ten of Cups here, so I don't know. Something works out for you. Cheers. Yeah, there's a lot of cheers going on here. Okay, final card. To seal it all up, Grandmama. One last card. Two cards. Empress to Death. Okay, I do feel like your mom or whoever, we saw the world, we saw the veil. I think they're going to be transitioning out very shortly. But I feel like part of that success, though, is that you do get to go home. You do get to spend time with this person before they depart, and that's sacred. To be with someone as they transition, with anything that's dying, whether it's a pet or a person, death is so powerful. It'll change you, and if you can be a part of that process, yeah, nothing to me is more potent than that. Okay, we're gonna leave it there. Let's take care of our hearts. Let's put out prayers anyways, regardless to whether this is your mom, your grandma, whoever this is. Let's put out lots of prayers regardless, that they are helped and assisted in all the best ways, that they're comfortable, that whatever is meant to be will be, but that they have all the supports in place and they're surrounded by lots of love. Okay, take care of your little hearts. Stay blessed, stay golden.